welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to show you what you could expect from Ethiopian Airlines business class on their 787-8 flight 506 from Sao Paulo to Buenos Aires. Please follow me on Instagram at Brandon Johnson 10K for behind the scenes looks at content that I will be reviewing in the future. So this flight 506, this flight originates from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, but it stops in Sao Paulo and goes on to Buenos Aires. So this is another fifth freedom flight on Ethiopian's 787-8. As you can see, not very private. You got the 222 configuration in business class. So a lot of the aspects of the seat are very similar to other products with this 222 configuration. You've got the plug and outlet up to your right side there. You do have a pillow and a blanket there. The nice red seating, the Cloud 9 seats are what they market this as, but just business class there. You can see you have a narrow footwell, decent size in-flight entertainment screen. You did have headphones out there waiting for you, which is nice. Yeah, the footwell is a bit narrow there. You've got the seat controls to your left, in-flight entertainment remote here, little pouch there below that, the Cloud 9 marketing, and you do have individual air vents as well. Here's the tray table. So this pulls out. It's on your left side. Here, if I can ever get it out, it slides up. Yep, we'll get it. Yep, and then that folds over there, and as you can see, the tray table. And luckily, this was a pretty empty flight. Only 4 passengers in business class there. So you can see out of the windows. Got 2 windows there. Look at the engine, which is a nice view always, at least for me. Here's a look. Excuse the darkness here. Yeah, it was a little dark when I was doing this, but give you an idea of when you're in the lie flat position there in the footwell. And yeah, it's pretty narrow up there. Yeah, the reverse herringbone seats are a little narrow, but not as narrow as this. So another aspect of the seat here is the armrest on your right side that does come down, so it can give you a little more room when you want to sleep. That goes up and down there. And the interesting thing about this fifth freedom flight, they did actually offer a pre-departure beverage, champagne or orange juice. Even offered a second round of it. Came out with a bottle of water too, so they're already ahead of all the other fifth freedom flights I've taken from Sao Paulo to Buenos Aires. But I'll talk a little bit more about that in the service when we're done with the takeoff. Thank you. Okay, welcome back, and let's look at the bathroom on the 787-8. And again, standard stuff here. Unfortunately, no window in the bathroom. I guess, unfortunately for me anyway, I like that, but no window, just the standard bathroom you're used to seeing in 99% of aircraft. So now, as far as the meal service goes, had a choice of chicken, fish, or beef. Yeah, that's the most extensive choices I've had on fifth freedom flights as well. So there you've got a salad there, you got some bread, you got dessert, some crackers with some cheese spread. This is all served on one tray. So I had the chicken there with the rice Food was really good, really filling. After that, I had a cinnamon tea to wash it all down. So I'll actually show you the menu here. Now, this menu here is really, I think I clicked the wrong segment to show you, but because it shows you what you get from, or the options from Addis Ababa to Sao Paulo, then Sao Paulo to Buenos Aires, but they didn't have everything because I think they only cater the plane once in Addis Ababa to go all the way down to Buenos Aires. So take a look through that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so let's take a look at the Wi-Fi options here, and really, the full flight pass, 1 hour pass, or 2 hour pass. Now this flight is 2 hours and maybe 10 minutes or so, so not really worth using in this case to me, but just so you have an idea of what the offer looks like if you're flying on the longer segment from Addis Ababa. And I will let you take a look at the in-flight entertainment here and be back with my final thoughts. Okay, so my final thoughts on Ethiopian Airlines Flight 506. I was really impressed with the service, honestly. Very warm, friendly service, outgoing staff, really accommodating. Yes, I know there was only 4 passengers in business class, but still, that I think says a lot too about the staff when you got not so many customers and you're still providing nice service. So the pre-departure beverages, that's again something I hadn't seen on other Fifth Freedom flights I've taken on this route. Also, you do have Wi-Fi available on the plane, and a decent amount of choices 3 choices isn't bad for a 2 hour and 10-minute flight for a meal. So really, that was my experience on Ethiopian Airlines Flight 506 in business class on their 787-8. As always, I appreciate you watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this with a friend. Thank you.